Okay, everybody. Everybody is me right now. So I'm here to do some readings. I think I'm gonna let's push my hair back a little bit, get it out of my face. All right. I decided to try a little earlier today. Kind of make it earlier for the East Coast. Experimenting still. Having some coffee. Ooh, yes. Anybody hear the latest house medium? And has people left reviews? Because on the House Medium podcast, I really need. Hi, Nikki. Were your ears burning yesterday? Because I was talking about you in a good way. I'll tell you next time we talk. Oh, wait a minute. We're supposed to meet today, aren't we? Hey, Dale, I really need to catch up on the podcast. Hey, it's my first time catching you live. I'm in Utah, by the way. I heard you were coming in March. Yes, I'm coming in March. I totally forgot, Nikki. I can, but it could be after this. It'll be after this. Is that okay? It might be just when I'm done with this. I'm looking for a medium reading, sent money and Jesus, Samantha. Okay. So yes, I'm coming to Utah March 22nd to March 25th, but I only have 3 in-person readings. No worries, I assumed later anyway. Okay. Thanks for being so flexible. Things have been a little crazy, and I'll explain to you when we talk. I'm going to explain to you when we talk. What was I going to say? Yes, I'm coming to Utah 22nd to the 25th. I only have like 3 openings left for one-on-one readings. And I'm doing 2 classes in person. I'm doing a class where we do a meditation and I take you to the other realm. And you open your third eye. And the other class is a workshop where we're going to do a meditation, but then work one-on-one with each other, and you're going to learn how to read. So for Brooklyn, yes, I'm going to be in Salt Lake at the Rabbit Hole Wellness, but everything is booked through my website on AdelaLavine.com. You're in Utah? How exciting. Okay, let me look at so yeah, you have to catch up, and let me look for you, Samantha. You have to catch up with the podcast. Hi, Adela. I cannot stay. Save my reading for next time, please. Leanna. Okay, Leanna. I will. I'll be back Saturday night. Yay, right around my birthday, March 26th. I'll try to come. Yeah, it has to be booked I will tell you, it's booked on my website ahead. If it's not booked, then you won't, it's not something you can come to unless you book it. Does that make sense? It's not like there's no walk-ups. I have you, Leanna. I have you on my list. Okay, I'll save you for next time. So if you want to come to the thing in Utah, then hold on a second. Okay, I have to check this later. Yep, I'll do then for sure. Okay. So just so you know, if you're coming to the class and you have time, but I honestly literally probably have like 3 in-person readings available. They're probably going to get snatched up this weekend, if not sooner. The first class is halfway full. The second class I just posted the workshop. Okay, so I'm looking for you, Samantha. So I hope I do see you, Samantha. I will put you down right now. So yeah, I'm excited for coming back to Utah after a long awaited, like it's been a long time. I used to come there all the time. So if you're in the Utah area, I will be there March 22nd to the March 25th. Thank you. First time. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, Samantha, I'm just going to wait for a few other people for the list, just so you know, to get ready for your reading. You just decide who you would like to talk to. You just pick anyone. You don't need to tell me right now. You just say, like, okay, if you want to talk to a relative, you would say what relative on what side of the family, if it's a friend or whoever you say. So you say, like, my grandmother, my mother's side, or, a best friend. And then you just let me know who that is at the time of your reading and what pronoun you'd like me to refer you as. That's all I ask. And then I'll do the rest, obviously. Okay. You seem to be like typing really fast, so I have no fear that we'll get it done. We'll get it done. And Nikki, I think I did have us down for 5:30, so I think we're still good. So yeah, it might, I'll be done here probably around then. So yes, that's what's going on. I really would love to know what other classes you guys want me to teach. Yes, that's the time I have. Okay. Yeah, so I have around 5:30. If I go here till 6, then you'll know. But I trying to make this early, and I won't go as long as last time. We have a one-on-one, me and Nikki. That's what we're referring to later. Why is my lipstick going off? You need to do later or another day. That's okay. Okay. If you wanted to do another, I don't know. Today's good. Today's good. I'm putting this lipstick on again. I don't want to postpone it too much. Okay. You guys watching me putting on lipstick? Let me let it dry. That's the problem. It dries and then it lasts. This is Urban Decay. It's actually awesome. Watching me put on lipsticks relaxing? Really? Do you guys like watching the get ready with me videos that people do? I don't mind watching those videos, but what I don't like is when people are like, thank you, Samantha. I will say, like, it feels weird because you know how everything's backwards in here? Yes, watching people put on makeup's relaxing to me. Oh, I kind of, I like watching the makeup, but I start to get impatient just like I do when I do my own makeup. Because some people have like a lot of steps, for one. And for two, like, I'm not big on when they put all the goop on their face. Like, I don't like watching that. I like watching the makeup part. But the whole like skincare, I don't even like looking at it on myself. You know what I mean? I don't even like when I do it to myself. I'm like, okay, let me just rub it in. I'm not like scoop, 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 But watching people put on makeup is fun. The only thing, I get a little impatient. I'm like, okay, just tell me what it's going to look like. Just like with myself. I don't know. How about you? Any of you who wear makeup, how long does it take you to put on your makeup? It takes me like 5 minutes. Ooh, I've been trying to find a good lipstick. and I'm randomly doing makeup right now. It's relaxing doing my own makeup. I keep it simple though. I'm 33 and I still don't know how to contour. Oh, I did contour. I don't know anything about contouring. I've never contoured in my life. Didn't even know this magic witchcraft that these women do. I mean, it's like witchcraft. See, look, this is coming off and I don't know why. It didn't come off the whole day. Just maybe I put too many layers. I can't, it's hard to look in this camera because it's backwards. Like a normal day at work, it takes me like 10 or so. Me too. See, like, oh, guess what? Guess who just sent me another ad to buy something, Nikki, for the thousandth time today. But for an event wedding, same, 30 to 40 minutes, same, Selena. I already went there this week, by the way. So what's weird is I'm putting this on in this camera, and this camera's backwards of my face. So it's really throwing me off. And now I've just smeared it. Okay. However, I will say I wore this all day yesterday. Didn't come off. I think it's coming off because I've futzed around with it too much. So Urban Decay is actually really good, and their eyeliner is really good. And trust me, I've tried a million things. Because I'm older than you. I'm older than 33. Never heard of contouring. See, it's bothering me. Sorry, everybody, but this is bothering me. Okay, that's better. Is it like gloss or texture? It's like gloss. It's like texture, but it's Urban Decay 24/7 and Perversion or Zero is amazing. Okay, cool. This is very creamy, but then it sticks to your skin. It's very creamy, but it sticks to your skin. Yes, I'm doing psychic readings, but we're talking makeup. And this is their eyeliner. And let me tell you something. I love liquid eyeliner, but I've gone through a lot of liquid eyeliner. If I don't like how the cap comes off, if I don't like how you hold it, I use the regular size liquid eyeliner. They have a giant one, and that looked suggestive, but they have it was too like awkward to like put on. So they have a regular size eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, and I love it. But you see, this is drying now. And now it's a little sticky, but it sticks, and nothing sticks on me. Like makeup, it took me a long time to figure out how to make makeup stick on me because I have drier skin. Perfume doesn't stick on me, and lipstick comes off like that on me. And this stuff, look, I can't even believe it. Normally this would be almost gone. That's how quick stuff comes off me. So that is my makeup stuff today. You're like, oh, Dela, we didn't know we were signing up for makeup tutorials. But I do not know how to contour. Like, that is some magic witchcraft those ladies do. And I have this one I do not like. It's nice, this Fenty like gloss, but it doesn't stick on me at all. I put it on and it comes right off, no matter how many layers. So I just keep it here just in case I'm doing like a Zoom reading and I need to look decent. It's fine. You're a real person to not just an oracle. We talk normal things. Thank you. I'm going to start performing soon, so I got to get my makeup game on. Yes. You got to get your makeup game on. It's fun. I think makeup's fun. Look how much it's stuck to my hands. The stuff sticks. Wow. It's like everywhere. Yes, that's what I like to do. Like, I'm trying to show you, like, I'm never going to be one of those, like, let me be all zenny for you. Hello. Yes. I've just woken up this way. It's impossible. What you see before you is not makeup. It is the universe that has blessed me with such beautiful, amazing eyes that just pop, raising to the vibrations. And the lipstick is coming from the moon, the full moon. You too can have this look for $29.99. I have a book on it. Yes, how to receive spiritual, natural makeup. Yes, tune in. The lipstick's coming for the moon. Tune in to the universe. I will show you how, and you will have perfect everything. Nails, even my nails. My nails have come from the forest creatures. They have risen all the fairies. They have painted my nails for me somehow while I was sleeping. If the universe wants to bless me with eyeliner that doesn't smudge and I don't have to apply, that's fine. Until then, exactly. Same. Yes, while I was sleeping. You see, when you reach the vibrations that I am at, when you achieve such high vibrations, you will no longer go to the Sephora. Sephora will come to you with a membership with them, because they deliver. But it will come to you, and the fairies will come. You just have to tell them thank you and be pure light like me. Pure light like me, and all the fairies will bless you. This is how I feel like I see these people moving. Okay. No, I had to go to Sephora and buy this shit and put it on my face. And the sales guy, kudos to him, because I said I'm looking for lipstick, and he was like, "RMDK," and he sold the hell out of me. He did. I was like, I went, should I get one or two? Should I just get one and see? And he's like, if you get two, if you get three, yeah. I guess my vibrations aren't high enough, unfortunately. All right, we're going to do Samantha's reading. She's been waiting quite patiently for me to quit my shenanigans. You just can't get to these high vibrations, everyone. You haven't ascended. Yes, you have Ulta Ascension. I'm going to start a line. Ulta Ascension. You too can ascend to the highest of vibrations. What if my eyes are like this? Anyway, okay. Although I do need some lighting. Okay, Samantha is going to be getting a reading for the first time. Can you guys hear the music? For the low price of $1 million. Exactly. For the low, low price. And you have to give up all of your belongings. Yes, you can? Okay. All right. Samantha, who would you like to connect with? Your son? Okay. All right. I'm going to turn this down just a tad. It's like running water. I think I'm going to change it it's a little too much running water for me. We don't want to feel like we're. Hi, Jeannie. All right, Samantha, this is how it works. I'm going to connect with your son. I'm going to ask him to convey to me how he passed so that we can confirm it's him. And then he's going to say other things to help you know it's him speaking to you and not me. Feel free to jump in and convey to me if this is resonating with you or not. But you don't have to fill in the information, okay? You don't have to say, oh no, but this happened and that happened, until let me get everything from him. And then I'll say to you, does this make sense? But please, for the sake of, onlineness, because we're doing this online, just talk to me and go, yes, this makes sense. No, that doesn't make sense, but you don't have to add information to feel like you have to feed me until I ask you to confirm it. All right, here we go. So I feel like this music is really fitting because I have this overwhelming feeling of sadness from him. He's so happy to connect with you, but he's so sad for you. He says his passing was extremely difficult, unexpected. He says that he didn't think this was going to happen to him so quickly. He's saying something about everything happened so fast, he couldn't stop it. He felt like everything was out of control. He felt out of control. It feels like I'm going a million miles an hour and I come to a brief stop. That's what it feels like. He's like, all of a sudden, everything just stopped. And he said that he felt like he couldn't prevent what was happening to him. And he's sorry. There is a sadness because he feels that the sadness is more to do with you, not really for him. Meaning he says he feels that you think he wanted to go, or that maybe he did this on purpose, but he didn't. Was there a substance involved? Because he keeps saying, like, I felt like my heart was beating out of my chest so fast and everything was happening so fast and his body was out of control. And then he just went very young and not on purpose. And he keeps repeating, not on purpose. He said he's so sorry that he's subjected you to this pain. I feel like that's more alcohol. Okay. Yeah, see, that's why I felt hyper. You know what I mean? Because I think he was feeling like good and and boom. He didn't do it on purpose. He does say, though, and we call this kind of like accidental suicide, meaning like you are abusing your body so much, putting so much, poison in your body that you're almost kind of just, you know what I mean? You're just kind of like, whatever happens, happens. And he says that is true with him. That is what he was doing. But he absolutely didn't really think about, like, yes, if I leave this world, oh, well, too bad. Who cares? He didn't think like that. He was very much upset that he got left this world too soon. He says something about April, May, and December. He's naming these 3 months, April, May, and December. Yeah, and then he says, he's talking about a dog. I know this is strange, but he just kind of showed me this dog. I think it's a black and white dog. He showed me this dog. He passed in May. Okay. And he's showing me like this black and white dog, saying this dog is with him. He says, I want you to know, Mom, that There was nothing but love and support when I came here. There was no punishment. There was no one treating me terrible. I got love and support, and I really, really need my mom to know this because people have told her otherwise. Almost people have told her almost like I'm lost and I don't know where I am. Has someone told you some things? Because he's very, very adamant and upset. He says, no, that's not true. I know where I am. I've tried to give you signs. I've given you signs through your phone, through music, and a bird, and dreams. So he's definitely tried to connect with you. I don't know how you found me here, but he might have. They usually help music. They usually help get you to me. And he said April, May, and December. Was there something significant about December? The last thing he's going to say is thank you so much, and stay believing, because you're the one that believes. His nephews were born in December. Wow, that's really cool. He says stay with what you've been doing, because you're like the only one who's been believing in him or seeing him or feeling him, and you've been right. Okay? Thank you so much. I hope this helps, Samantha. Because he really was clear. You're welcome. Thank you. That is also, I wanted to let you know, this type of loss, hi Rose, this type of loss is like the hardest, the most respected loss on the other side. What I mean is, whatever people have been telling you, has somebody been telling you something? Like, why was he saying, I don't like that people are telling her these things? And everyone should know that the other side respects a loss of a child in a huge way. Like, they see it like there's no greater loss, there's no more difficult loss. It's almost like, I've heard from the other realm, mothers are respected because they are risking a chance to have their heart broken. They are putting their bodies on the line. People try to say it was drugs. No drugs. Okay. Women are putting their bodies at risk. They're putting themselves on the line, and they are also risking their heart. So the other side kind of recognizes that as like, women are putting their heart out there, they are risking their heart being broken. So everybody knows. Thank you so much, Samantha. So yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I don't, he would have told me if it was drugs. They're pretty, the one thing about the other side, about people who pass, they tell the truth. They have no reason not to tell the truth. They want you to know the truth. They will tell you the truth, even if it's hard for you to hear. So, but it's also like, if anyone was telling you he was lost, his spirit was lost or something, he did not like that. He's like, no, my spirit's not lost. I'm very clear about where I am. I got you, Sarah. You need to hear that? Yeah, because I don't know if some people say that. People will say that all the time, People will say, oh, the spirit is lost. The spirit doesn't get lost, everyone. This is just not a thing. I'm not saying it's not ever a thing, but you understand what I mean. Like, it's just kind of ridiculous. It's not true. So, so yeah, I got you, Sarah, for an intuitive reading. I wanted to try doing a little earlier, so I wonder if this is going to work. Because I just wanted to see how that would work. You know, going on like at 4:00. And make sure, you want to, should we see what song he has for her, even though YouTube gets mad at me for doing that? YouTube honestly gets really, like, I get notice after notice saying I'm in trouble for allowing music. Hold on. Let's just see for Samantha, since he likes music. Let me put this Bluetooth back on, and then I'll do Sarah. The list is open. Okay. Let's see what song, Samantha. I like to have them pick a song. Okay, ignore this one. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't connect it. So I have to do it over because I wasn't really doing it yet because I didn't connect it to the speaker. So yeah, you guys could ask questions too if you want. What is going on? Why are you connecting to my speaker? Weird. If it doesn't connect with the speaker, then I'll just play it without the speaker, I guess. It's being weird. What the hell? It's not connecting. Something's going wonky with my electronics as usual. Okay, here we go. It's not connecting. I need okay, well, forget the speaker because obviously it's being a weirdo. So let me hear. Oh, this is called Heartlines. This is interesting. This is Florence and the Machine called Heartlines. I'm going to try and connect it to the speaker so you can hear it better. This is a good one. I've lost 2 family members in the past month. I'm going to have to figure out how to do one of these. Even listening to you do one for her had me tear up. Okay. Sorry, it's not working. Weird. I'm going to have to turn it up. So the lyrics are, oh, the river, it's running free. And oh, the joy brings to me. But I know I'll have to drown me before I breathe easy. And I've seen it in the flights of birds, and I've seen it in you. So the chorus by this way is, I think sometimes you have to cut through, but you can. Just keep following the heart lines. This is about, this is Florence and the Machine. Just keep following your hand. I don't know why it won't go into the speaker. Just keep following the heart lines on your hands, where your heart is. It's called Heart Lines by Florence and the Machine. But it's like about, you know, how you have a palm heart line, where your heart line is, where your heart is. You know what I mean? It is a beautiful song. And it's by Florence and the Machine. Play it. I'm sure I tear up every time. Beautiful song with so much meaning. He's my brother and always messes with my electronics. Oh, wow. Florence and the Machine is amazing. Yes. I would love to play Florence and the Machine for you all, but I will be kicked off. They will come for me. YouTube will kick me off eventually. I have pushed it with them. They do not like it. Talk about the river. We are going there for his birthday. What? I just got chills. Wow. I just got chills again. Whenever I get chills, that's them touching me. Yeah, it says keep it up. I know you can. Just keep following the heart lines in your hand, because I am. See, so he's saying like I'm part of you. Like follow your heart. Odyssey and land over land, creeping and crawling like the sea in the sand. Still I follow the heart lines on your hand. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. So this is the thing, everyone. The reason why I do this, and this is the only reason why, is because I want people to know nobody disappears. And losing someone in this world, it's not like other things. When you lose a job, you lose money or something, you find a way to replace these things, right? You find a way to, manage to get through those things. But when you lose someone, it's hard to figure out how you're going to manage that. Thank you. We shared music a lot. That's awesome. Like, you can't just fix that. You can fix getting a new job. You can go and meet somebody new, but you can't fix a loss. So you get very lost in grief, because with grief, you don't know how to fix it. Your mind wants to fix it. We're used to fixing things. We're used to, like, I lost a house, I lost a job, I lost money, I lost a partner, meaning like I broke up with someone, and you go out with friends and you complain about it and you try to heal from it. But you can't do that with this. This isn't one of the things. You can't do this with grief. So I do this so people will know that no one disappears. It feels like people disappear because suddenly they're just gone. They're here and then they're gone. And there is no coming back. There is no phone call. There is no anything. And that world really wants you to know they are not gone. They're not able to obtain a physical being, but they're intertwined with this world, not figuratively speaking. When people say, oh, they're here in spirit, people usually mean like, oh, the essence of them. No, they actually are involved in this world, very much like they're in the internet digital world, and we're in the you know we're in the analog world. And so I'm always trying to get people to see that, how they're able to do that. I had a really cool thing happen this morning. I was driving, and I was, you rant in your car where you just like going on a rant, and I'm going on a rant about life, about something that was bothering me. And I had a friend send me a meditation song that literally starts off saying, calm down. I was like, okay. And the whole meditation is calm. I'm not going to sing it. Calm down, like over and over. And then like with music, and it's like, calm down, calm. And I was like, and I literally just stopped, and it was like, basically like, everything's okay. You're upset about something you don't need to be upset about. And the music played over me, and I just sat in the car even when I got home, and I let the music wash over me. And it was like this mantra. And I was like, okay, because I was literally even talking to the spirit world, to my family who lives there. And That's what happened. And the song has never come on before. Like I've had it for a while. It's only come on when I played it. So that is how that realm operates. Like it picked a song that just said the words, calm down. Like just calm down. And it turned out the thing I was concerned about, they were right. Later on in the day, I found out there was no need to be. And that's why I do this. All right, Sarah, go ahead and ask your question. So with the intuitive reading, just ask a specific question and I'll be happy to answer. Akin, hi, I'm Sarah. I have met a person that I found online. His name is Aaron. I met up with him in person last Sunday. I felt a massive spark between us. He has barely talked to me since. You know what? That is not cool. I'm not happy with Aaron. And what do you think of me? Where do you see our relationship going? Okay. So what I do when it comes to love is I'm going to tell you how I see him thinking, how he's feeling, and what remote view him and kind of see what happened. You know what I mean? I can see what's going on with him, and not so much predicting, the two of you will be together happily ever after forever, or not happily ever after forever, but more I have to see what's going on with him. Okay. All right. So let me take a look. Let me take a look at this young man. Well, this is kind of interesting because when I see him, he looks like he's frozen, like almost like, were you guys talking online like only? Because I see him in front of like a digital device and it's almost like he's frozen in time, meaning like something happened and then he's like, he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do further. So he just kind of abandoned ship. But I don't see this has to do with because he doesn't like you or he stopped liking you. It's almost like I hear him saying, well, what are we supposed to do now? I mean, like, I'm not going to be able to see her. Do you guys not live in the same vicinity of each other? Because I literally see him kind of frozen, like, well, okay, what am I going to do? Like, there's really nowhere to go from here. That's what I hear him saying. So were the two of you like talking, but you don't really live near each other or something like that? Because I don't feel like it has to do with him not liking you, but maybe it was almost like I see you kind of going, okay, well then let's meet up or let's do something in person. We live about 15 minutes from each other. Okay. Yeah. Then it has to do with like he got scared, because that's what I'm saying. It almost looked like he looks like a deer stopped in headlights. I was like, is he like thinking like, what do I do now? Because we can't meet up. But I actually see him going like he didn't know what to do from here. It's almost like, okay, it's almost like he's afraid you're not going to really be who you say you are. It's definitely fear. It's not a lack of interest. And so that's what's weird about this, because for you, obviously it feels like suddenly he just like ghosted you because he's not interested. So Jimmy, I'm actually reading, so I really don't like people to just put in what they think and guessing. I'm not guessing because I'm actually reading this person. So, and I don't believe in past lives at all. So that's why I like to try to do the reading, me read the person and not have the person get confused with other things. So what did you say yes about? Sorry. What did you say yes about and Akin? I actually see him like afraid of going further. It's okay. It's because when you're reading and you're doing readings, you're actually reading, and other people are kind of thinking and guesstimating, and I'm not. But I do feel like he's afraid you're not who you say you are. So I feel like you shouldn't be afraid to reach out to him. Do you think if I tried hanging out with him again, he would be open to it? That's what I was just about to say. Yeah, I feel like what you should say to him, it's like almost like he's afraid you're not who you say you are. Did you say yes for a reason? Um like because you got that sense too, or did he say something about it? Cuz I see him just going like, I don't know, maybe she's just not who she says she is. So I feel like you need to kind of address it and say, "Hey, listen, I want you to know I'm who I say I am. So let's like just hang out and you can see." Cuz it definitely looked like he was like a deer caught in headlights, like he's like, "Oh no, what do I do now? What if she's not like what I said she says she is?" Um, okay, I got you. I got you, Samantha, again. So we're talking about human trafficking, and he got into trouble with the law. Oh, okay. See, okay. What did he get into trouble with the law for? What did he get into trouble with the law for? Why are you guys talking about that? That's not a good conversation that's not a good flirtation conversation. He said he was actually scared that I was going to kidnap him before we left. See, I told you. I told you. See, because I saw him like, oh, never mind. I don't know. Maybe she's not who she says she is. DUI and drugs. Yeah. He's afraid. I feel like what you have to do is like do a FaceTime, you know what I mean? Or something like you have to really show him like, listen, I'm cool. I'm not some weirdo. Here's a little tip, everyone. You may not want to have these types of conversations when you're flirting with someone. Just saying. These are not exactly flirting conversations. Okay. Hey, let's talk about, dangerous things that can happen to people on the internet. Um, on the scale of 1 to 10 of turn-ons, this is a -0. So yeah, I feel like you have to kind of backtrack and say, hey, listen, I really feel bad that you got scared. Let me like FaceTime you. Let's have a conversation so you can see I am who I am. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's a chance to rectify this. However, maybe not having these scary criminal conversations in flirty time. Probably not. Like, you guys don't want to talk about each other's favorite colors. What's your favorite coffee? No, that's not okay. Okay. So should I talk to him and try to show him I'm real and not trying to get into trouble? Yes. Yes, because I think he started to get like that's why I said I had a feeling he was like, oh no, she's not who she says she is. He was like frozen staring at the screen. Hmm. You definitely need to show him. You need to help him chill out. Okay. Hi, I'm Peyton. PST on appreciate you and your work. PST on what? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What is PST on? Huh? Okay, sounds good. Is that okay? Is that Cash App? Is that what you said? Is that you? Cash App. Okay, I got I figured it out. Well, you children are just too clever for me. Okay. You want a reading, Peyton? Thank you, Peyton. I put you on the list. Is that this is going to sound really stupid. How do I go about getting a reading like this on here from you? Yes, please. Okay, I have you on the list. I'm going to have Samantha's right before you. It doesn't sound stupid, Brooklyn. In the description, there's Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, and it's a donation of $15 for an intuitive, $20 for a medium reading. It's not stupid at all. That's really very polite, and you don't have to say, hey, this sounds stupid. No, it doesn't sound stupid. It sounds like a valid question. You're welcome. And I hope I'll see you also in Utah. Just so everyone knows, if you're in the Utah area, I'm coming to Utah. And I'm going to be at the Rabbit Hole Wellness doing in-person readings, which I only have 3 left of. And I'm doing classes in person. Anybody, before I move to Samantha, you're getting a second reading? Is this a second reading with your son or somebody else? And also, I would love some feedback from all of you. Right now, I'm teaching a remote viewing class, and I'm wrapping up a class on learning how to find your gifts. What class, online class, and I'm working on doing videos for people so they can just download the videos. But what online class does anybody have any suggestions of what people might want to see? And if Samantha's still here, you're welcome, Brooklyn. Thank you. Does anybody, so Samantha, various spirit guides people have and how you connect with them? Yeah, the problem with spirit guides is that I don't believe in it in a traditional sense that most people do. I believe spirit guides are a part of a collective whole. I don't see, so spirit guides are part of the collective whole. It's kind of like believing that when you Google something and you get an answer from blah blah, you think that blah blah is only there for you and guiding you. When really blah blah is answering your question that you've put out to Google, but you're focused on that particular answer. So in that realm, they work in a collective whole, very much like Google or the internet, and they separate themselves and create a persona, like a filter, an avatar for you to see and feel, so you believe you feel more comfortable with the answer. The problem with spirituality that happens a lot is people think we're the center of everything. That this world's the center of everything. You know what I mean? Like that we just have angels and guides just following us around like our crew, fixing and telling us things what to do, but that's not really how it works. So I wouldn't teach it in the way like you have this many guides. I don't teach that. I teach understanding how to work with a collective whole and understanding how to work with it. So I don't see it as the way most people see it. So I don't know if that would work, because we want to believe we have guides, just like our world is the most important world, and then all these guide, you know what I mean, are like going, hey, we're all just following you around and we have no, it doesn't really work that way. It would just be the same as if you told your, like, let's say you're someone older, you had them go online and Google an answer and they're like, who's this Tom Blotty Blah? How come they're giving me this answer? Are they following me around? And you're like, no, Grandma, you Googled it and this guy had the answer for you, but he's not just focused on you. That's it. They'll change their image and their appearance and how they operate so you kind of understand it better. Like they're like, oh, you like football, then I'll look like a football player. You're into fairies, I'll look like a fairy. Whatever it is to make you feel more comfortable. Okay, Samantha, are you here? Because it's Samantha, are you here? If not, then we'll have to move to Peyton. Did Samantha leave? So I don't teach guides in the traditional way people talk about guides. You know what I mean? Is Samantha still here? And Samantha would like a reading. Is Peyton here? We got to get started with one of you. Yeah, I learned it that way, Brooklyn, because when I first started learning about guides and working with them, I thought it the same way too. Hey, Peyton. Okay. Well, I'm going to jump to Peyton just because I don't know where Samantha went. And we got to get started with somebody. Okay, Peyton, who would you like to speak to? So you just pick one person you would like to connect to, and you just let me know who that is by your relationship to them. So you would say like your grandmother and your mother's side, your best friend. You just say who it is by your connection to them. You don't have to give me the name or the backstory. Your great grandmother on your father's side. Okay, cool. I'm always so impressed when people want to talk to their great grandparents. To be clear, if your great grandmother is giving me information, you can confirm this information. Like if she's telling me how she died and everything like that. I'm going to assume yes, because you wouldn't ask to speak to her if you couldn't. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Let's talk to great grandma. I'm always impressed if people know because I couldn't tell you anything about a great grandparent. All right, here we go. Great grandma on your father's side. So the first thing I hear, she's very excited for this. she has a big grin. She says she's excited because she wanted to tell you some things. Her passing was very expected and very welcomed. That's what she really wants you to know. She says I was more than ready. She says she was past ready. Like she was it was like over due type of thing. That's how she says it. So she says that she felt very, very at peace with going. She felt like she kind of gave everything her all. That makes sense. She said that I really tried to stick around as long as I can. But at some point she felt very slow. That's what bothered her more than anything. Like everything slowed down, her mind slowed down, her body slowed down. So she started to feel like she was dragging herself constantly. And so she felt like everything at that point she just wanted to let go. Yeah, she was really sick. What bothered her about the sickness is it was really interesting what she wants to be clear about. It wasn't the sickness, it was the just feeling like she didn't have energy for anything. She actually was, she says, I was tiny but strong. So I don't know what that means. She says, I could withstand a lot of things, and I did withstand a lot of things, but she was very tired of constantly feeling at this point like everything was an effort. Just doing anything was an effort. And she said that's just no way to live. She says that she felt like she carried the family on her back a lot of the time. And although she really enjoyed, being the matriarch, there was a very feisty side to her, like when she was younger. Like she definitely, I don't know if she was political or she kind of like spoke her mind. She fought for things. She wasn't a quiet little mouse. That's what she's saying. Um, it's almost like she's talking about I could have gone a different path of doing something with like her beliefs. I don't know. She seems pretty well versed politically. I don't know if it's politically or socially, social rights or something like that. But she like talks about like she got a family and she became a mother and that was her focus. She's saying all this to you because she says you need to go a different path. Like you need to go down the path of your mind. Don't give up your mind for love. I don't know what this means. She says, don't doubt what you can do intellectually. She says, she loves that you look up to her and you value her, or like you value her, I guess is the right word. But she's saying, she did what she did because she had to, didn't have a lot of choice. She goes, you go down a different path. Is there something going on? You're trying to decide something? And does this make any sense to you? Because it's almost like she's really worried you're using her life as like an inspiration to like choose a certain path. And she's saying like, go down your own path. Go down the path of using your mind. Like it's kind of interesting because she's saying that she felt like she gave up pursuing things. Yes, all of it. I just graduated college, so I've been trying to figure out where to going next. Ooh, thank you, great grandma. Because she's saying like in her time, she would have loved to have had that opportunity because she was very smart. But everyone sees her kind of more like, the matriarch, right? And she says, but women didn't have a lot of choices. So she put all of her love and energy into her family. And even though everyone wants to make it seem like, oh, wow, what a great person she was, she did all that. She's like, I would have loved to have had the opportunity you have. So please use it. Not that you have to. She's just saying, don't let other people influence you. And then she says something about a choir singing when she died or something. Flowers, but mostly the choir. She's young again. She's beautiful again. This place, I feel like she was a church person because she keeps showing me church. And she says, I'm young again. I'm beautiful again. But it is not like what the church says here. People are much more loving and free-spirited and giving, and I'm able to be my own person. And she says, remember her in This month, March, coming. Yep, church lady. Remember her in March. Yeah, she says you'd be surprised. Her church beliefs is not, it turns out to not be the way it is here. Well, well, well. I'm not surprised. uh, um, something about important about next month. That's where we're leaving it at. You welcome. I don't know where Samantha went because is Samantha here? Have you had any recent alien encounters? Any recent? I haven't. I feel like there was something. Is there? You know what I'm getting confused with is my podcast because I have a really, really good episode. Really good episode coming up next week about that. To give a little hint. But I was like, is there something I'm missing? Am I something I'm forgetting? No, I really haven't. Now that you've asked that, guess what's going to happen? But I will say, you know what's weird is the night that I recorded this particular episode you're going to hear next Tuesday, I could not sleep well. I just could not sleep well. So that's, and I think I kind of purposely was like, no, I feel something's coming on and I don't want to. I never sleep well, but I just felt something and it was just not a good night. So it was just like odd. And it could have been something spiritual, but I don't think so. But to answer your question, no. Not lately. But now that you've asked that, have you, Rose? Has anybody else here? And if you have, write into the house medium at Gmail. The emails are coming in finally. I'm having some good emails come in. Chamomile tea might help. Core chick. I made a mistake of listening to one episode of yours one night and couldn't sleep. Even though I answer the question and explain what it is. Core chick, let me tell you something about your suggestion. As beautiful and lovely as you are for suggesting this, it's not going to work. I don't sleep well since I was a wee child. And there's a reason for it. It's just, I can't totally block that world out at night. It sucks. So it's the one time I can't fully block it out. So I have to do a lot of tricksteries to get me to sleep. Which episode was it, Rose? Even though I tell you guys the things that it is and that you have the answer, I saw a lovely girl after waking up when I started reading a book about Hecate. I assumed it was her. Oh, okay, that's cool. But it was Pleiadian or Lemonarn Queen. Okay. That's nice. I like how you say a lovely girl. You're like, there's a lovely girl sitting here. Which goddess are you? Please identify yourself. I like your energy when you say this. I could feel your energy. You're real chill with it. I like it. I like it. I like that. Very like, this is just a normal night after reading books, Doesn't this happen to everyone? The episode about the brothel ghost hitting and pushing the guest as a child. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That one was a bad one. That was intense. Hey, Shauna. I got you. Well, I think Samantha left. So maybe I'll just save her for next time. Yeah, that was a trippy one. for sure. That one definitely got to me a bit too. So you're not alone. It stuck with me. I had to kind of cleanse myself off. And by the way, speaking of cleansing, oh, I forgot to pull this out. Where is it? Where is my? I hope I put it somewhere safe. Hold on, everyone. Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm like freaking out. Where did I put it? Where did I? I will find this in a minute. The wand. I know. That's what I was about to get. I've seen a UFO before, but no aliens. Ooh, what did you see? Wait, Rose, why haven't you wrote in? I got you, Brooke. So if you can shut out the world at night, can they come into your dreams instead of reality? Yes. Yes, I've had them come into my dreams. That's what I'm trying to say. It's hard to explain. What happens to me is that when I go into that, thank you, Rose, right in. Gosh, Jesus. Come on. I thought we had this agreement already, everybody. What did I do with it? Where's my wands? You know what, everyone? I have too much. I thought I like neatly put this aside for everyone to see. But no, I guess I didn't. Anyway, I guess I didn't. Well, that's irritating. Did I leave it over there? Anyway, I feel like I'm wasting time. I know you guys are used to people streaming and just like goofing around and stuff. Doesn't it annoy you? I really hate this. I feel like I left it. Let me just see. Hold on. Because I'm really annoyed now. Did I leave it on a different location? Okay. Well, apparently it's just vanished. I'm just kidding. It's obviously here somewhere. Oh my gosh. It was on the floor. I'm so upset. That's why I was worried. I didn't want to step on it. This is mine. Now I'm all like verklempt. Hi, Kendra. I'm all verklempt. Whew. Okay, Shauna, go ahead and write your question. Hold on, I'm going to light this. Okay, I'm going to light this real quick. First time in. Hi, Kendra, Journey. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for coming in. I know you have lots of YouTube choices, so thanks for flying with me. Hold on. I'm doing like two things at once. I have to like attend to this. I'm looking at attend to this couple of things at once. So hold on, everybody. And in the meantime, why doesn't Shauna go ahead and write your question in because you're getting an intuitive reading? She brought in curious what you see. She brought in. Oh, no, I don't read cards. I'm not a card reader. I see naturally. I'm an intuitive and a medium reader. So the way I work is intuitive readings. People ask a specific question and I can see how the thing you're asking is unfolding. because I don't believe the future's pre-written. Every decision we make and things we do affect how that future's going. So if you ask a specific question, I will give specific answers. And a medium reading is connecting you with someone who's passed on. So you'll pick one person you'd like to speak to just by letting me know your connection to them, like my grandmother, my mother's side, or a friend or something. I did a couple earlier. I just found this out last week. No idea it was something you could do, but you can rewind this video if you want to quickly see how I did that, but you'll see how I'm doing an intuitive reading right now. Selena, the metaphysical shop that I work with frequently is going through some changes in management. I get along really well with the original owner, but having a hard time getting a read on the people she brought in. Curious what you see. Okay, Selena. Okay, gotcha. I got you. Hold on. Let me just do this real quick. I have to. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay. All right, I had to get that out of the way. It's called this is called being like, multifaceted. Okay, take your time. Thank you, everyone. Oh my gosh. Is this where these crystals were in this chair? Is this where these crystals went? Adela. Okay, this is my favorite one. This is I feel like I'm having menopause brain right now, but I've smoky quartz. And this one is, I'm pretty sure this is real because I got it from somewhere that's real. But these were in my chair, you guys. Hello. I was like, what's in here? And this one. I've been looking for this one. And this is my favorite. This is my large. It's like Mary Poppins' chair. I just keep. This is smoky quartz. This is clear quartz. This is my favorite. This is the best kind if we put energy in, because you can change the energy to what you want. Treasure hunting. I know. But do you guys see how, by the way, can we just do a makeup check? You see how the lipstick is still holding? I did make it messy, but Urban Decay. No, obviously you can see I'm not that big of a creator. It is not a sponsor. That is purely me. Need to get one of those. Love the shape of the wand quartz. Yes, I love these. And here is my incense one. Let me get rid of, I have too many things here. Let me get rid of all this. Okay. Here is this. Here's this. Let me light this real quick, okay? And then we're going to get going. If you guys saw this little setup, you'd be like, no wonder, Adela. It's a little setup I have. So let me burn some incense, and I'm going to answer your question, Shauna. Shauna, aka Selena, right? And we're putting this is my incense wand that I created that you can get on thehousemedium.com. And if people who got this incense wand, make sure that you're putting it like this, where you insert it on the side of the logo. And then you could take this and you cleanse, and you can use it as a wand. You just take it around your house because there's nothing invented like it. And then when you're done, you lay it down. And it has a little metal piece that will stop it from burning anything. See? Cleanse you. I'm cleansing you. I'm cleansing you. There you go. My incense wand. Now I need to put it somewhere where I'm not going to knock it over and create a problem. I know exactly where I'm putting it. Perfect. Okay, now I'm ready. Yay, I'm so proud of myself. I didn't knock anything over. I have this. The smoke's coming up. Did you guys see how to use it? Did you see the incense wand? It's my incense wand on the house.medium.com that I got designed and created. I'm very proud of that because there's nothing like it out there. So there we go. All right, Shauna, here we go. I was like, how come there's nothing like this out there? Well, guess what? I'm going to get it was a lot more work than I thought. Those are all my crystals. I feel like I sound like the crazy cat lady right now. Okay, here we go. Let me take a look at the people, Shauna. And you don't want me to look at the manager? You said that you're okay with the management. I'll do some changes in management. Get really well with the original owner. Okay, let's look at the new management and the people they're bringing in, right? Okay. Let me take a look. I'm going to remote view them. So this is the thing I see, Shauna. These people are very like, let's go, let's go, let's go. They're very like, okay, let's get going, let's take care of things. They're not, I feel like the last people you were used to were a little bit more kind of touchy-feely, a little bit more like, hey, let's check in and see how you're doing. Are you okay? Something like this. I don't see them like this. I feel like this new management and the people that are involved are a little bit more like, let's get things going. Whoa, this incense is really looking cool. Like we're having a cool vibe because the where I put it, it's like, all right, it's working. So yeah, I feel like the thing you got to be careful is that this particular new crew, like you might be used to like connecting and vibing, and for a metaphysical store, obviously you would think, and let me tell you, if you guys don't know, but if you understood behind the scenes metaphysical stores, when you're a reader or you work from, it is kind of trippy. It's very like a lot more going on than you think. I know people think it's like working for some zenny place. It's not. So I know how important it is, the management, because if the management isn't right, they can treat you like, especially if you're a reader, they can treat you kind of like a workhorse. So I kind of feel like the person that I see is a little bit like that. They're a little bit workhorsey-ish, meaning like they kind of push their people a little bit. And so I do feel like the only positive I could see is that it's going to be much more organized. It's going to be much more on point. There's not going to be a problem with pay or what you're getting paid or things like that. So I think the upside to all this is that you're going to get a little more. That's what I'm worried about. I'm a vendor of physical items. From what I can tell, they are good people. Okay, but I don't want to be impersonal. Yeah, they're not going to be very personal, but they're not going to be cold. You know what I mean? I feel like this is good because they're more professional. A lot of times in those type of stores, people get too loosey goosey. You know what I mean? They're very like, oh, you got some new stuff in. That's cool. Why don't you run by and let's take a look at it? And then you're giving stuff away to them. And they're like, oh, I'll catch you next time. These people aren't like that. They're like, what do you have? What do you have available? How much is it? Okay, here's the receipt. Like, I feel the last people, the reason why they're leaving is because they weren't running a tight ship, and these people are going to run a tight ship. In the end, this is going to be very good for you. Okay, because that means, okay, so no red flag, just not a friendly family. Yeah, how like some people just don't have a really strong bedside manner, but they're really good at what they do. That's what I see. The positive side is they're not going to be late on your payment. They're not going to be like trying to milk something out of you. They're not going to try to use like, oh, we're friends, so can you do this on you? You know what I mean? On the flip side, that does mean they kind of expect you to have your stuff on point and communicate and be clear. But they're not mean, they're not cold, they're not distant, they're just profesh, and that's it. I feel like when it comes to those type of environments, that's what you want, because otherwise it gets too relaxed and everybody stops, being professional. That's what I have experienced. Like, people who run a tighter ship tend to do better than the ones who are like, oh, we're just all like kumbaya here, in metaphysical shops. So that was Shauna's reading. Brooke, you're next. And before Brooke, there was Samantha, but I don't know. I think she left. Yeah, I feel like this is good. By the way, you don't have to say what shop, but like, where is your shop? What state are you in? And we're going to raise Maryland. Okay. Is it good? Is there a lot of activity in Maryland for metaphysical shops? This is my incense wand. Like, literally, I created the house medium. I created the idea. The artist, Matt Black, is the one who actually designed this, took my design and turned it into this. And then it's all hand painted. My question is a bit of a paragraph. Well, go ahead. We're all gonna wait. And I created this so that you could take this around your home and wave your magic wand. Oh, here, let me do this. Hold on, everybody. I got something for you. Oops. We're waiting for her paragraph. We're waiting for her paragraph, and then we'll get to it. Oops. This is like a tight ship I have here, by the way. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. It's taking too long. Here's my magic. Whoa, that was a paragraph. These are 3 paragraphs. These are a little bit too long. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. We'll read through it. Did you hear my magic wand? In certain areas, yes, it's growing. The shop we're talking about, the closest to my hometown that's ever been. That's cool. Thank you, Michael. Here's here. I'm not getting the timing right. You get the point. It's the same magic wand effect that I do on my podcast. All right, now let's go back. I'm going to answer her. I got to read it. I got to read this book she sent me, and then we can oops. Does this sound kind of crazy? Well, we'll see how this music plays out. All right, let me read this book. I have been curious about my purpose and what my spiritual gifts, abilities are, and how I can best use them. I've been on a pretty intense spiritual journey the past few years, more about certain gifts I have, but I was very sheltered growing up, so it's been a process and I doubt myself a lot. However, I've been seeing progress, so this relates, I promise. So I have years. of experience. I worked as a graveyard nurse in various nursing homes, and I've even worked an RN case manager working with hospice patients in their last months of life. Despite all this, I've never seen a spirit before ever. Yet I'm drawn to the idea of helping those who have passed away and who might need help passing the next realm. I was even told recently that I'm a psycho cop. I don't know what that means. I hate to tell you. I don't go on these all these terms, so I don't know what it means. Um, this is a little different. I tend to, in these types of readings, ask more kind of concrete questions. You're kind of asking more of a like, what is, who am I? And that's a broader question. It's kind of more for a one-on-one private reading, but I can help you out in this. I will tell you this. I know people really want to do stuff where they talk to spirits and they feel drawn to it. But honestly, it's one of those things that does have to happen to you. Like that's spirit communication. It's not mediumship. It kind of feels to me like you're more into the healing part of it. Um, I don't know what a psychocomp, whatever that is. And when someone tells you what you are, that really doesn't, it doesn't as hold much water, because people will tell people all kinds of things because it sells. It makes people excited. Like, oh, I'm this. You're telling me I'm this. You got to kind of have the experience. Honestly, mediumship, mediating the dead to the living, is something that it's a natural ability. Everybody can learn it to a certain degree, but that was kind of more like spirit communication, meaning you're connecting with whatever spirits are around, which is very different than mediumship. Mediumship is mediating the dead to the living, specifically what the dead want to say to the living. And if you don't see things and it isn't happening to you in that environment, that's probably not your natural ability. However, it sounds like you're sensitive to things and you might want to help people, and maybe you're kind of more coming from a healing type of place as an archetype of messenger that helps the spirit travel to. Yeah, that's kind of like a mythology thing. It's, you don't really need to help spirits travel, to be honest. I know this is what a lot of spiritualists want to tell people. They don't need help traveling. Even when we can't even, I can tell you right now, I can't make someone go to the other side. It's not a thing. It doesn't, they don't need me to. Um, People die, the door opens, they go into that place. I know people always want to make it like it's not like here where people are like, I'm lost and I don't know where I'm going and I need you to help me. It really doesn't happen that way. That I know everyone thinks that's how it happens. All I've done whenever I've helped people who are dying is I'm just kind of really helping their family. And I'm also talking to them and they're just conveying to me, because it's their choice on how they're leaving and how they're going. They see exactly where they're going, they know where they're going. It's very easy. It's really not a thing. They don't need us to go to the other side. They really don't. So whenever I've helped people, I was trying to fix the music. It's kind of more like I'm just kind of talking to them and they're like, this is where I'm at and this is where I'm going. And I go, yes, I understand. No problem. Do what you need to do. I've even seen that the spiritual laws is I can't make someone go like, oh, well, you need to go die now. You can't do that. Or help them. They don't need help. So I feel like what you're interested in this stuff, but I can tell you this is a very, very, very rough path to do this type of work. Um, and I've been getting clairs. I don't know. See, I don't use these terms. I don't really believe you need these terms. The clear cognizant downloads more recently. Maybe I'm just a guide to help others in the moment. If you're talking about like, you know what, don't make things so complicated. It sounds like you're talking about you're getting like psychic stuff. I don't know what you mean by that. like I said, these types of readings are a little bit more about specific things, but what I can tell you is if you're opening this stuff up, it takes years and years and years and years of practicing and honing and practicing and dedicating yourself to it. So I got you, Micah, Michael. I got someone else though too. Hold on. Um, um, it takes like I just want people to know um, that it takes like so many years of practicing, you know? And so you got to know that when you want to do something like this, it's like a life dedication and you have to be willing to. It's just a supernatural knowing. Yeah, it's not listen, it's not that I don't know what the clairs are, I just don't pay attention to it because you don't need to. It's just like it's a knowing. That's part of being psychic. It's not really supernatural. When you have a knowing, it's just a knowing. Like you know something about someone, it's what I use in my readings daily, but you don't have to verbatim. It doesn't spell out. So if you're having like a knowing, um then maybe that's the direction you want to go and honing your intuition and honing your third eye. But I always say to people, this is a path that people take a true dedication to. And I've seen people get very interested in this, and you just have to know it's not glamorous. It's not what people think. And if you're feeling drawn to it, that's great. But you gotta allow yourself to trust your own gut and your own intuition and not just go by what people are telling you or what you're reading and allow yourself to hone it. It sounds like you have a sensitivity and you're sensitive to people and you feel things, but you got to be very, very responsible with this because you got to realize it's a sea of scammers in this world. And so being responsible is recognizing when you really have honed your abilities in a strong way to actually practice them. So, clairsentient, clairaudient, clair all these clairs, don't worry about your title because truly when people really from people who are in this professionally, none of us use the clairs, to be honest. Most people I know who are truly they just like go, this is my ability, this is how I work, this is how I do readings. You know what I mean? Like this is how I see things, how I feel things. So it sounds like you're having these natural feelings about people and a sensitivity, but it doesn't look like mediumship is your thing or that type of thing, but maybe helping people. That's why I said it kind of feels like a healer. You can be a healer, physical healer, and you could be a spiritual healer as well. Okay. So if you really want to do this, go for it. But definitely know that this is going to be, um, let yourself dedicate yourself to it. It's a long path, and I think this is a misconception people have. Like, the first initial part is really fun. It's like, "Oh, I have these abilities, and it feels really great, and it feels really good." But really honing your abilities, it really tests your spirit, it tests your mind, it tests your body. It is pretty brutal in a good way. But a lot of people bail on it because of that, because once it's not like the movies, they don't want to do it. Because if you're truly being responsible, then you come from compassion and empathy and love in your heart. But then you also have to have boundaries and you have to know that this is a very big, respectful path. So maybe while you're in those environments, kind of tune in to people, but never walk up to people and don't tell people things unless they've asked you. Rudolf Steiner, in his book Knowledge of Higher Worlds, say the work is not for the faint of heart. I agree with Rudolf Steiner, and I went to a Waldorf school that Rudolf Steiner created. And yeah, people don't know Waldorf schools are created by Rudolf Steiner. They're actual schools for learning, but there's a lot of stuff in there in the schools. So it tests your emotions too, right, Nikki? So yeah, it is not for the faint of heart. I was literally going to say that, Rose. It is not for the faint of heart. No, it's not. It's the big surprise. That's the surprising part. Hold on. Why am I having, I don't want to. Hey, Sean, what's up? How are you? Yeah, I don't know if you know what Waldorf school is, but if you look it up, it's was created by Rudolf Steiner. So I went to the school, but guess what? I didn't go to the school knowing this about me. This was me as a kid just going to the school. I got you, Kate. What's going on? Speaking of readings, so Sean was somebody who is, how's your readings been going? How's New Orleans? I have a question about New Orleans. I'm just like kind of confused what's happening right now. Why is this like hard for me to? Mm. It's been busy. Is this a busy time a year for New Orleans? And here's my question for everyone. Is it lame when people say New Orleans, and they try to be like, "Oh yeah, we know what's up." It's always busy. Okay. Well, you have a lot of tourists there and stuff. But you moved there too. You're a transplant. I know. I say New Orleans. I'm from California. 20 million. 20 million. Yeah, well, that's like LA. We have a we have a lot of tourists for the industry though. um, so it's a little different what people are coming here for. That's why I do not have any problem with tourists in LA because it's part of our culture here. Okay, let me get everyone straight. I have Michael and Kate, right? Am I missing anyone? Kate VV, right? Okay, Michael, what question do you have? Just want to jump on and say hi. Hi, Sean. I love following your work. I love following your page and all the stuff you post. By the way, though, here's a little thing if he's still here. Talk to people. It would be, I know you like to just post all your pictures, but how about like you like pulling cards and talking to people a little bit, let people get to know you. My husband and I are watching you. He would like to know, where will he be in a year from now in his current career? He's a nurse practitioner and doesn't love his current location. Okay, well, here's the thing. Yeah, you will do. Okay, because I've seen you up your game, but you tend to not talk and let us get to know you. You know what I mean? Here's the thing, Michael, and to your husband. I don't predict where people are going to be in that sense. You know what I mean? So that's kind of implying the future happens to us. Like, oh, this is where you'll be. You have to be a little bit, you have to realize the future is about, the decisions you're making and the things you're doing. So where does he want to go? Because it doesn't just happen to us. We are actively participating in how our path unfolds. So what I can do is, if he says where he would like to be, I can look and see when the timing of that is and how to get him there. Thanks, Sean left. Bye, Sean. Okay. I know out of San Diego, but where does he want to go? You can't just say out of San Diego. Where does he want to go? Like, what direction does he want to go? And I can look at the timing and how to get there. So it's just implying, you can't just like, you can't in life be like, okay, I'm sitting here and just tell me how, when I'm going to be somewhere else. It doesn't work that way, because we have to put effort into how our path unfolds. So if it's not San Diego, where would he like to be? Los Angeles? What? Yes, sure. Okay. San Diego's so pretty. Okay. That was just literally not a psychic, intuitive response. That was 100% Adela living in Los Angeles response. His family's in Pasadena. Ooh, Pasadena. Okay, let me take a look. Let me take a look how we can get him here, how we can get both of you here, and how we can, and the timing. And I love nurse practitioners, by the way. Okay, here we go. Let me take a look for Michael, or Michael's husband. Okay, here we go. So this is what I see. This is what I hear. I'm going to go with timing first. It actually looks pretty fast but you have to kind of get on the ball with it. If you start to kind of get things on the ball in, I could see 6 to 7 months. And when I see time, it's like jumping to that time, and that's when you're doing it. So time jump, right? Not that it's going to take you 6 to 7 months to actually discover that you can go, right? And that where you can go. It's from here, and then we're going to go through real quick, things you can do to get there. With timing out lease in another 12 months. With timing out of lease in another 12 months. Okay. Right. But in the 6 to 7 months, I can see you having the plan of how to get here. That's what I'm trying to say. Right? So you're saying like you couldn't leave for another 12 months, right? So what I'm seeing is that you would have the plan and where you're going and where you're going to want to be and where you want to work in 6 to 7 months. So here's the thing though. I kind of got like, the vision I got was that it wouldn't be like he's stuck in one place. It almost looked like it would be, maybe he was like, not maybe, I just saw him jumping from place to place. So it's almost like a travel nurse in a sense, or being able to move around, because that's what I saw. I didn't see him in one place in that time period. It almost looks like this would open up the door for you to be able to move quicker, and that way he's kind of jumping back and forth. This is the way I see it going the best. Now, see, when I tell people that I see different paths, if he waits, that's what he does now. He is health. Okay. So what I feel like is that he needs to do that like I said, hold on. That's why I was saying to you, this is the quick way to move here, quicker way. Because if he does that, but he does that here, does that more here, and he finds places here, then while he's doing that, he can then set everything up, or you both can set everything up to move and then have a place permanently here. But so this is all to say, your dear husband needs to be a little more patient. This is not the right time. If he pushes it now, the other path is pushing it now, then it's not going to go so great. Goes to multiple homes every day, home health. Yeah. But I was seeing it, here, and I was also seeing different hospitals, not just people's homes. And I felt like this way he's getting the lay of the land of Los Angeles, and I feel like he'll really enjoy it, being able to be mobile here. And then sometimes in San Diego, and then sometimes here, and then sometimes in San Diego. So this is what I see. You got to remember, as a seer, it doesn't matter what you tell me in my brain, I still see what I see. If he tries to push to go quicker, it's not going to go well. If he jumps from this job that he has now and just tries to do something more permanent in San Diego, it's going to take you longer. He can utilize what he has to kind of mobilize himself between two cities and then get the lay of the land, then lock down where he wants to be here in LA. And I'm telling you, that's why I said in 6 to 7 months, I could see that plan formulating very clearly and realistically. So I know he doesn't like this answer, but I have to tell you that this will save you so much time, so much grief, and that's what I see. It doesn't change. So, what do you think? He hates it? So you were jumping on these comments until I said that. So it makes me think like, okay, he's like, no, I don't want to do that. But I'm telling you, if you don't do that, he's checking. We both agree. He's chuckling. Listen, I'm telling you, it will go so much better. It will work. I'm telling you, it will work. It will work. That's what I see. I want to save you the grief of him like quitting too soon and then him falling on. You can't rush it. You'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be more than fine. Okay? All right. So Katie is next. Katie, you're getting a medium reading. Who would you like to connect to, Katie? Okay, who would you like to connect to? Just let me know by grandma on your mom's side. Okay. Sure. Thank you. I need your P.O. box to send you candles. Our candles, that's right. Can you email me, Michael, and I'll send you my P.O. box. I have a P.O. box now because I'm sending out my wands and people are sending me stuff and I'm reviewing them. I reviewed coffee. Someone's sending me some almond butter. This is really fun. I love all these reviews I can do. And then I'll promo your candles on my podcast and on my Instagram. I mean, I'm a small creator, but I'll do it anyway. Hopefully I'll help. And I love candles. For sure. Okay, here we go. Katie. Kate of the Fields. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, hubby. Okay. Kate of the Fields. Grandma on my mom's side. Okay. Have we talked to her before? And I'm just going to read while you answer. She's like very excited. She says that she's been waiting for this because she wants to tell you. She wants to tell you this. Her passing was very easy. She didn't have any issues with it. She's like this. She's like, I was very grateful for how I passed. Everything just kind of happened organically, I guess is the way she's saying it, or she just happened naturally. Like she said that her body just was under all this, I wouldn't say like pressure, but she was like feeling like, I just feel all of a sudden like I get like a head rush and my head hurts. Like she said she felt like she felt like everything rushed to her body did they give her medication? Because I feel like I suddenly have like a rush. You know what I mean? Like everything rushes through. She goes, everything rushed through, and I needed to go. Like she said, she was able to just fly out of her body. She said, I flew. I felt so grateful because I had just been feeling so terrible for so long. She's saying that her back hurt, her legs hurt. She said everything started hurting. But even though when she was in pain, she was grateful for still being a part of everything. She kind of didn't mind the pain as much. But she says this makes so much sense. Okay. She's like, I didn't mind the pain as much. It wasn't the pain. She said that was difficult, but she says it was just the um, everything felt like an effort. You know, she said she felt like no one really understood her. She says, here's a message to everyone, by the way. She says, when people get very, very old, you have to realize we just disappear. No one sees us anymore. We're not cared about anymore. We're kind of in people's way. People get irritated. And even though she didn't mind that, after a while, she said, when you're old and sick, it's even worse. She says, being old is one thing, but being old and sick is for the birds. That's how she said it. That's how I heard her say it. So she says, I want everyone to know, don't cry for me dying. Uh, you should cry for people who are old and sick. She says, I was fine to leave this world. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you've been giving since I left. She's very happy with her service. She's showing me all these like flowers. And was she buried? Because she's showing me like I know she was cremated, because she's showing me something like a vase or something. Anyway, she says, please remember her in the month of November. Something about November. Please remember her in the month of November. Something about, yeah, okay. So I said that already, the month of November. She also says something about your mom. She says that your mom was always a little hard to please, that she was burying many flowers at her burial. She said your mom was always very hard to please, so stop trying to please her. She's picky about a lot of things. She says, I wish your mom would recognize your mom's here, because she says, I wish your mom would recognize and appreciate what life brings her, but she tends to over pick everything, and she tends to not be comfortable with what she has. She's like saying things nicely. She says, just remember that the way you're living your life and what you're doing is just fine. Don't doubt yourself. Don't question yourself. And she says, she loves her daughter, but she can be a handful. She also says, and something about November, by the way, she's repeating that. She says something about a little girl. I don't know if you have a little girl, but she's talking about a little girl. And she says, I love this little girl. And something about saying, I'm not sure about November. Yeah, she says the month of November. The end of October going into November. That time period, end of October going into November time period. Because I asked her if November, December. She said no, October, November. And she's showing me a little girl. Do you have a little girl? Because she says, like, I'll be there for the little girl. I was married at the end of October. Okay. Yay. Yay, I caught alive. Yes, you did. So she says, like, please, remember her at that time. Was she not alive when you got married? Because she's saying, like, I'm a part of that time. I was definitely a part of it. Ooh, I just get chills. Was she alive or not? Because she loves the idea that she was a part of everything. She passed a few weeks before. Okay. See, so she's so happy she's a part of everything. Ooh, I love that so much. I feel like the little girl's like a flower child or something. Do you have a little girl? Kate, you need to answer this because what I'm concerned about is that maybe she's saying you're having a little girl. And we all need to know. And by the way, lip sip check. Besides me doing it sloppy, see how it's still on? We had a flower for her on the altar. Oh, okay. You notice she's avoided the little girl question, everybody. We all need to know. I know. We're all nosy because grandma's bringing it up. Listen, everybody, let me give you a little clue. When spirits bring up babies, and you don't want to have a baby, I don't have a little girl, I have a little boy though. Okay. And are you planning on having any more children? Because this is what I was about to say before I read your comment. The thing about the spirit world, if they start talking about babies and seeing certain babies and certain, they are trying to tell you something that you need to prepare for. You see what I'm saying? See where I'm going? I'm just saying, so if you do not want to have these children's, do what you need to do. Because that is what I've learned. People have said to me, okay, Adela, sure. And then I get the emails like, oh, snap. You know how you told me that? Yeah, so that happened. That's happening. That's happening right now. I'm like, well, I told you to wrap things up tight and check all the balances of what you're doing to make sure all the things are protected. And you didn't listen. And grandma is showing me this little girl pretty strong. So yeah. You see where I'm going with this? I've been having dreams about a baby girl, but I've been having dreams of a baby girl. What? Okay, where's my wand drop? Where? If you listen to my podcast, you know what I'm talking about. Where's my wand drop? Okay, no, 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 no. What? Wait, wait. No, this is no. Okay, here we go. Everybody, let's do this. Wand. Wait. I told you. Have you been listening to yourself and to that message? Did you guys all see that? Did you all see that? Okay, why isn't this? Okay, it doesn't want me to do a wand drop, everyone. It's not nice. Oh, I've typed too many things. This is wild. See? Did you all see that? See, I told you people don't believe me until then, until the time comes. You see that? Everybody saw that, right? Okay, here's my regular magic wand. Okay, there we go. Here's this magic wand. Wand drop. There we go. Right? Wait, wait. No, that's a that's a crazy wand drop. There we go. Okay. Well, you better be careful. Well, then we all want to update, right, everybody? We want we want an update. Thank you, thank you, thank you for proving my point. That's all I'm saying. Are you still taking people? Core chick. I can take. Are you doing which type of reading? This is wild. Yeah, it is wild. Which type of reading are you going to get? Wand drop for sure. Yes. How come nobody's commenting on this? I mean, this is crazy. How could hello? Noted. Yes. Can everybody, chime in? Is Nikki still here? Nikki, I'm going to close up in a minute. Are you still awake or should we reschedule? Nikki might have went to sleep. Because I know you welcome. I love that ended with a wand drop. I knew it because she was like this little girl. I was like, oh, this little girl's so pretty. She just feels really great. Can we do medium readings still? Sure, yeah, go ahead. But let's get to it, everyone. Anyway, I thought that was really awesome, right? Like, what? How come it's not playing the music? That's how it works, everybody. So now we're going to all wait for Kate. So everybody say congrats on future baby. All right, Kate, we're all waiting. We're all going to wait for an update. We're all waiting for an update. If you're up for it. I am. But I got to get, this looks like there's 2 people who want a reading, so it'd be 2 more. So after these 2 more, are you sure you're going to be awake? Okay, I just want to make sure because last time we were ending late and you go to, in the description, there's my Venmo and then there's my Cash App or PayPal. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I love how she's like, well, I have a boy, but, and please tell me, oh, by the way, Kate, I forgot to ask you this. Have you been careful? I mean, we don't want to get in all your business, but we are getting in all your business because I have a good track record. Yeah, let's just congratulate Kate. Congratulations, Kate. All right, Anahi, you're next. Everyone just tell her congratulations. We're going to jump time and space and jump into the future. I got you, Anahi, and we're going to just congratulate you now. Everybody throw her congratulations because the spirit has chosen and she hasn't said no. You do have a choice. I just want to make that to be clear. The spirit world is like you have a choice if you want to do this or not. So it's not like set in stone. You have a choice. Okay, Anahit, who do you want to talk to? So I just want that to be clear. That's why I'm giving you the warning. Okay, Anahit, who would you like to speak to? Are you there? Where'd you go? Is the chat just like slow? I hate when the chat gets slow. It's usually a certain time of day I notice, and it's usually around this time the chat gets real slow. I feel like I'm staring off into the ether, waiting for people to talk to me. Where are the people? Where did they go? Maybe you should just like email me at this point in Insight Inspire. Because I'm not getting any action. No one's saying it. I'm not getting anything here. Where are you? Where are you? Am I still here? Can you guys still hear me? What's happening? Did the chat just like freeze? Oh my goodness. I guess I'm just going to have to talk. Can I speak to my grandma on my mom's side, please? Why did that take so long to come in? That was weird. Okay, Anahit, my question to you is, have we talked to her before? Or I should say Inside Inspire. Sorry. Sorry. I know that's what you are going by. It's not popping up. It is now. Okay. Your grandma on your mom's side. Okay, here we go. A lot of grandmas today. The grandmas are doling out the stuff. Just take it from Kate. Okay. The first thing I hear from her is that everything's going to be fine. I feel like we've talked to her before, right? She says that, just to kind of get it out of the way, her passing was very welcomed and she really didn't have any issues with it. The only thing she says is that she wished she had a little more time with everyone on a more one-on-one level. Like she wished she kind of had more one-on-one time. But she says everything for her, I can see their response. Oh, really? I don't see her. I don't see Anahit's response. You can tell me, Nikki. I don't see it. I don't see anyone's response but yours right now. So is there anyone else? Just my luck with the timing. What's the timing? I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so she says that. Sorry, how do I pay? Yes, we have. She's the one from the email about the dream I had. You have to remind me. Sorry, everybody. I read so many people's stuff, and you know what I mean? Like, I kind of remember, but you'll have to remind me. You have to remember that I literally read 4 emails this week. So, you know what I mean? Like, just on my podcast alone. So, it just kind of, if you remind me, it'll come back to me. Anyway, so she's saying something about the timing is good. The timing is good right now. And that not to worry. Something about she says this is the right time. Did I say that already? Because she says not to worry and that you're putting too much worry on everything. She can't help you. You keep asking her for questions and asking her questions about things she has no control over, she can't create and can't do. But all she can say to you is that you are connecting to yourself in the right kind of way. You are going in the right direction. Not like right or wrong, but she's saying you're going in the direction that's helping you. This is more really going to get you to the path she says you're following your own self and your intuition. She's saying that's all that you can do, but she says you overthink everything and it's causing a problem. That's all she can say to you. Other than that, she says she's it's a little difficult because I'm just feeling like I'm talking to myself because I don't really see your responses. So I'm just going to tell you what she's saying. She says she really is grateful for how you've been connecting with her lately and that you've been feeling her lately, but you can't keep asking her for all the things all the time. She goes, I can't solve all the things. I can only comfort you and let you know that your instincts and your intuition on things are good, and not to doubt it, not to let yourself doubt it. But she is saying something about the time that you're trying to get things done is starting to merge in a very good way. So I guess I'm going to leave that with you because I don't see anything from her. Do you, Nikki? Because I don't see anything. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, of course. I emailed you about how I had a dream where I had to do a ritual and made 3 female spirits showed up to solve something, but I asked one of them if I could speak to my grandma. Oh, that's right. That was cool. And I turned around and my grandma was there and I ran up to her. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. That sounds like me. That's cool. Okay. That's right. So she's trying to say to you that the connection you're having with her is very good, but you're not trusting your intuition on your own. And you're wanting her to kind of like make you trust it. And she says, you have to start trusting this more on your own. That your intuition is correct. So I feel like this reading, and I'm like getting my, this reading is really for her to kind of reassure you of your own abilities, I guess, and your own sense of things, and for you, excuse me, to trust it. It feels like really good. It feels like when you're just like connecting with someone that you haven't been able to connect with in a long time. It just feels like a positive, like reassurance and love. Okay? I tried to start my Wi-Fi, maybe that'll help. But yeah, I have to leave it at that. And even though I know, I'm sorry that the connection is a little wonky, but I can't pause anymore. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. Nikki, give me like 15 minutes if you're still up for it. I was worried about timing, that it was too late for some things. Oh, okay. She said about the timing when she first connected, right? It came in. I have to sign off, but thank you again. Lots to think about. Yes, Kate, and we all want to know. Everybody tell Kate. We all want to know. Tell Kate. We all want to find out when the time comes. If the time comes. If she chooses it to come. We all want to know. I was worried about the timing, that it's too late for some things. No, it looks like she's coming in. She's kind of talking to you about the timing being good. I felt really positive about it in Anahit. It felt very loving and positive. It really, really did. No joke. It felt really like, it felt like, oh, I wish Anahit could hug you because, or, I wish Anahit can like sit and hold your hand or something. Herself, because that's what she's doing with you. But she says, I can't solve all the things. You know what I mean? I can't solve all the things for you. You can't keep checking with me every time. Believe me, I hear that from the other realm, from my family as well. Thank you all so much. Nikki, I give me 15 minutes, okay? If you're still up for it. I took your classes. I'll try to connect her more on my own and trust myself. Yeah, you've done great. You've done great. now I'm doing a remote viewing class, and the first class, everyone surprised themselves already. Actually, remote viewing is the easiest thing for people to learn. It already started, but if you're interested, you could always join. Um, it's a little different, obviously, than this type of thing. Thank you all so much for joining. I wanted to see what it was like to go on a little early during the weekdays so I can make it earlier for the East Coast people. I liked it. I don't know what about you guys, but I was trying to make it earlier for East Coast people. You guys can let me know, but I'll be back on Saturday. I'll be back Saturday. Probably, I haven't decided. Depends on my readings. It has to be after my class, though. So probably around 5. 5 specific time, 8 Eastern time. She's like my mom, and I never knew an adult to turn to, so I don't tend to ask her for a lot. Aw. Your mom, you don't tend to ask for a lot? So I do tend to ask for a lot. Yeah, I know. But she's trying to get you on your own feet. Thank you all so much. Nikki, email me if you're down. Email me, okay? Have a good night, everybody. I got to go eat something. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. This was awesome. You guys always rock it. You guys always make me remember when I do these, because I like connecting with you, why I do what I do. Thank you all so much. Follow yourself, follow no one. Oops, and let me get this. Remind you. Listen to yourself. What did I do here? I feel like okay, never mind. Follow yourself, follow no one, listen to your inner voice, and I'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao.